have nobody if y'all ain't with me. I don't have nobody.
I'm with you. Like
all that talking, cuz I need y'all to show me, cuz, for real.
okay.
You gotta stop because you don't have nobody. That should make you support this even more because you know I want somebody.
Oh my God, the hip-hop world is absolutely reeling right now as beloved rapper and reality star Lil Scrappy fights desperately for his life in the ICU. Fans are completely devastated, his family is begging for prayers, and just when we thought this nightmare couldn't possibly get any more intense, Dixon, Scrappy's ex and the mother of his child, has stepped forward with a shocking truth that absolutely no one saw coming.
It's so fun for me. Been enjoying myself, man. My kids, they've been enjoying it. I mean, I know it'd be like a little, but we all enjoy it, man. We're enjoying life. You gotta go through it and move on, buddy.
1 minute, Scrappy was living his life like any normal day, and the next, he was being rushed to the hospital in what insiders are calling a terrifying life-or-death situation. But how did things spiral so dramatically out of control? And was there a warning sign that everyone simply ignored? Reports say that Scrappy was found completely unresponsive before being rushed to the hospital, and doctors didn't waste a single second before admitting him straight to the ICU. The heart-wrenching details about his exact condition are still being pieced together, but sources close to the situation suggest this wasn't just some random incident. This was the result of a serious medical crisis that had been building up over time. His family and closest friends are keeping tight-lipped about what exactly happened, but what we do know is that Scrappy's condition was severe enough to require immediate emergency care. Some insiders have claimed he'd been dealing with overwhelming stress and complete exhaustion leading up to this terrifying incident, while others point to his troubling history of health struggles that likely played a major role in his collapse. Either way, this wasn't just some minor health scare that we can all brush off. This was something that had medical professionals working frantically to stabilize him. There are whispers circulating that he had been pushing himself way too hard lately, completely ignoring his body's desperate warning signs. Whether it was crushing stress, an untreated health issue that spiraled out of control, or something even more serious, one thing is crystal clear. Whatever landed him in that ICU bed didn't just happen overnight, and just when everyone thought they were starting to get a clearer picture of this heartbreaking situation, Dixon stepped in with her own perspective that has shaken everything up. As the mother of Scrappy's daughter, she shares a long and complicated history with him, and her recent statements have people wondering if this emergency was so much more than just terrible luck or bad timing. But before we dive into those shocking revelations, let's take a closer look at Scrappy's troubled past, because this isn't even close to being the first time he's faced a major health crisis. If you've been following Scrappy's career, you know he's no stranger to danger. Over the years, he's survived multiple life-threatening situations, and many fans are now questioning whether those past struggles played a critical role in his latest health crisis. One of the most terrifying incidents happened back in 2018 when Scrappy was involved in a near-fatal car accident that left everyone praying for his survival. He was riding with a friend when they crashed horrifically into a pole, leaving him with serious injuries including a broken foot, multiple cuts and bruises, and for a while, he was completely unable to walk properly. At the time, he admitted that the accident forced him to slow down and take his health more seriously. But did he really follow through? After that devastating crash, Scrappy spoke passionately about changing his lifestyle, cutting back on wild partying, and focusing on his family. But those closest to him say that staying on a healthier path has been anything but easy for the star. He's been caught up in one high-stress situation after another, from explosive relationship drama to crushing financial struggles, and that kind of relentless stress can take a deadly toll on the body over time. Then there's his troubling history of health issues that just can't be ignored. Scrappy has battled exhaustion, stress-related conditions, and even minor heart concerns in the past. He's also faced persistent rumors about addiction struggles, though he's always fiercely denied any serious problems. Still, fans can't help but wonder, was this latest emergency the devastating result of years of pushing his body way beyond its limits? And let's not forget his intense lifestyle in the unforgiving music industry, constantly touring, working through exhausting late nights, and dealing with never-ending personal drama that would break most people. Scrappy has been trapped in a cycle of stressful situations for years, and many are now questioning whether this ICU stay is the heartbreaking result of years of neglecting his health. Of course, we still don't know all the devastating details. Was this something that had been silently building up over time, or was it something completely unexpected that blindsided everyone? Whatever the case, it's painfully clear that Scrappy is now facing one of the most desperate battles of his entire life. And with Erica Dixon now speaking out, this emotional story is about to take an even more shocking turn.
Honestly, don't even know what Scrappy wants. This is actually giving me flashbacks to when Scrappy wanted to get married after he called off his engagement with Bambi, and I told him he wasn't ready.
Now, with Scrappy fighting for his life in the ICU, Erica is finally speaking out, and what she's saying has people looking at this whole heartbreaking situation in a completely different light. According to sources incredibly close to her, Erica has been deeply concerned about Scrappy's health for a very long time. She repeatedly warned him about certain dangerous behaviors, but her desperate words were often completely ignored. While she hasn't revealed all the painful details yet, she's made it crystal clear that this crisis didn't just come out of nowhere like so many want to believe. In a recent emotional statement, she hinted that Scrappy had been struggling behind the scenes far more than people realized. Some are now speculating that she's referring to his reckless lifestyle, his previous health scares, or even deeply personal choices that may have directly contributed to this terrifying emergency. One thing's absolutely certain: Erica's words carry serious weight. She knows Scrappy better than almost anyone, and if she's stepping forward now, it's because she feels the full truth isn't being told. Some devastated fans are now questioning if Scrappy's inner circle knew much more about his deteriorating condition but kept quiet for too long. Others wonder if Erica's heartfelt words suggest a deeper, more troubling issue, one that could have been prevented if he had just taken better care of himself. But Erica's main focus right now isn't drama or pointing fingers. It's protecting Imani. As a devoted mother, she's doing everything humanly possible to shield their precious daughter from the unbearable pain of seeing her father in such a critical state. And while she hasn't revealed exactly what their communication has been like during this nightmare, sources say she's making absolutely sure Imani has all the emotional support she desperately needs right now. With Erica now stepping in and revealing far more than what's been publicly known, heartbroken fans are left wondering, is there much more to this devastating story? Did Scrappy repeatedly ignore critical warning signs that Erica desperately tried to point out? And most importantly, the question keeping everyone awake at night, is there still hope for his recovery?
It's the best mother I could be. I'm not a perfect person, nor am I a perfect mother. No one is. But I want to turn a new cheek myself and get this family back to where it needs to be.
When Mama D speaks, you know the situation is beyond serious. The raw love and excruciating pain in her voice have fans absolutely terrified that things are even worse than what's being reported. In a recent heart-wrenching message to Scrappy's devoted fans, Mama D begged for prayers, making it painfully clear that her son's condition is incredibly serious. She hasn't shared too many specific details, and that silence speaks volumes. But her emotional plea has only fueled speculation that things may be far more critical than anyone is willing to admit publicly. Some devastated fans believe that Mama D's reluctance to share details means the family is preparing for the absolute worst. One heartbroken person wrote, "Mama D sounds completely devastated. If she's this worried, we should all be worried. Praying hard for Scrappy." Another added, "I hate seeing Mama D like this. She really loves her son. Please pull through, man." Meanwhile, the entire hip-hop community has been flooding social media with messages of support and love. Fellow rappers, reality TV stars, and longtime friends of Scrappy have all shared their emotional thoughts, with many expressing complete shock and deep concern over his hospitalization. Lil Jon, who has been close to Scrappy throughout his entire career, posted an incredibly heartfelt message urging fans to send all their love and prayers during this critical time. Fellow love and hip-hop stars like Rashida and Yandy Smith have also spoken out, desperately calling for positive energy and healing. Even rappers who haven't always been in Scrappy's inner circle are showing incredible love. T.I., 2 Chainz, and Boozy Badazz have all shared powerful messages of support, proving that despite any past rivalries or industry drama, this situation is so much bigger than music. But the most emotional reactions have come from Scrappy's devastated fans. He's built such a loyal following over the years, and they're absolutely heartbroken at the thought of losing him. His social media pages have been completely flooded with emotional messages from people reminiscing about his music, his unforgettable time on Love and Hip Hop, and the incredible impact he's had on their lives. This overwhelming outpouring of love shows just how much Scrappy means to the culture, and right now, everyone is desperately hoping for the best, waiting anxiously for any updates that could bring even a glimmer of good news. But with Mama D's gut-wrenching emotional response, Erica's shocking revelations, and the entire hip-hop community rallying behind Scrappy, one thing is painfully clear: this is so much bigger than just another celebrity health scare. There's still so much we don't know, and as this devastating situation continues to unfold, the truth may be far more complicated and heartbreaking than anyone ever expected.
Stay away from narcissistic people too, man. Narcissistic people, you gotta stay away from them, man. Tell me. Motherfuckers put you all the way, your mental health somewhere else, man. Like, if you depressed and you be going through stuff every day and sometimes you just feel like giving up, man, pray and go talk to somebody. Pray and go talk to somebody, I'm telling you.
Right now, there are so many rumors swirling around Scrappy's condition. Some sources claim he's in an absolutely critical state, while others desperately suggest that his situation might not be as dire as people fear. But with no official statements from his medical team, devoted fans are left trying to piece together the truth from whatever insider reports they can find. According to sources extremely close to the family, Scrappy remains in the ICU, which means his condition is serious enough to require constant, round-the-clock care. ICU admission is usually reserved for truly life-threatening situations, and that alone has people absolutely sick with worry. Some reports suggest he may be dealing with severe complications from a pre-existing health issue, something that wasn't caught in time or was completely ignored until it became a full-blown emergency. While concrete details remain heartbreakingly scarce, medical experts speculate that Scrappy's hospitalization could be linked to extreme stress, previous traumatic injuries, or even lifestyle choices that have taken a devastating toll on his body over many years. Longtime fans can't help but remember that he was involved in that terrifying near-fatal car accident back in 2018, which left him with serious injuries, including a broken foot that required multiple surgeries. Could this current crisis be somehow connected to those past traumas? Another deeply concerning factor is the way his family and closest friends are reacting to this nightmare. When a celebrity is hospitalized but expected to recover quickly, their loved ones usually reassure anxious fans that everything will be okay. But in Scrappy's case, Mama D's emotional plea for desperate prayers, Erica Dixon's shocking revelations, and the entire hip-hop community's outpouring of support all suggest that this is far more than just a routine health scare. The concerning lack of updates has only fueled speculation that Scrappy's fight for survival may be far from over. One thing we do know is that ICU stays often mean a long, difficult recovery process. Even if Scrappy pulls through this nightmare, and we're all praying that he does, he may be facing months of intense rehabilitation, major lifestyle changes, and ongoing medical treatment to fully recover. Some fans are even questioning whether this might finally be the wake-up call he desperately needs, a life-changing moment that forces him to completely reevaluate his health, his habits, and the people he surrounds himself with. But as we anxiously wait for more updates, one thing remains crystal clear: this could be the ultimate turning point for Scrappy. If he makes it through this ordeal, will he finally change his ways? Will he open up about what really led to this terrifying moment? And most importantly, will this be the wake-up call that helps him turn his life around once and for all? Leave your thoughts and prayers in the comments below.